Sing it. Okay.
No, tak ať jsi tam taky uřízlej, tak jako trochu to, no. Jak mě vyšší.
Okay, there we go.
Pictures of t-shirt, Ondra. I just noticed.
Okay. Okay, let me sit into my original position here and just everything.
Martin, does you want to change the t-shirt?
No, keep it.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Let me know if you guys are ready to start here.
I'm ready. Guys seem to have a little slow connection now.
Oh yeah, there is a bit of a lag. Should we wait? I think that we should
Maybe
wait
let's
a
wait
bit.
let's wait a couple
Oh, now
of
it's
seconds.
better. Now it's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. Okay, let me know if we can start. Let me know if you're down to start.
Yeah, we are ready, I think.
Nice.
Let's do this.
So welcome everyone to a very new episode of my Dev Live show. Today I'm joined with Rocking Toy developers, who are the creators of the game called Beyond the Wall. First of all, I would like to say that I'm very thankful, I'm very honored that you joined us for today's episode. And like I'm always saying, let's start with a little bit of introduction. So please introduce yourself for us.
I think Tomáš, you should start.
Okay, I will start. Hello, hi guys, hi everyone. I am Tomáš, and I work as actually designer. I wrote the script, and I paint all the backgrounds and do some. In this game, I did all the animations as well.
I see.
Okay, should I be next?
You can, yeah. It's up to you which is the order. Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Andrzej, and I made the music for the game and some sounds maybe, and that's my role there.
I see.
And my name is Martin, and I'm the technical developer, and I'm putting all the things together and turning it into a application.
I see. Thank you for that. My very first question would be, what was your very first contact with video games as a player, if you remember those times of your past? So as a player, first contact with video games.
Yeah, so mine was probably actually it was maybe some TV games from China.
I see.
If it's count. Yeah, it was some box you just connected to the TV, and there was about 200 like a simple games you can play. Then I have some like a Didactic M. It was like an old machine, so you had to put a cassette in there and download it for maybe 20 minutes and this stuff. And after later on we had some PC, so I had the first a proper game I play on PC was probably Prince of Persia or Wolfenstein.
Oh, nice.
From this all the cool stuff.
I see. What about you?
My first touch with computers as a player was, as Tomáš said, it was I think it was 8-bit computer, Didactic M, and there was a cassette, and you had to record the game, and it was titles like Manic Miner and these games, and later PC and TV games, and it was my beginning.
I see. Nice. What about you?
And mine was actually, it was my older brother's computer. It was also Didactic, which was like the Czechoslovakian ripoff of a Sinclair ZX Spectrum. And you had to upload the games there on an audio cassette, and it was some crazy game called Little Cook. And with a little cook, and we were supposed to punch food into a cauldron with a soup and avoid the trash, like fish bones and old cans, and put the right food in.
It was the origin of Overcooked, we could say, right?
Yeah. And then later, some TV games. Later, many years later, I found out it was actually Atari. it was atrocious. It was even worse, actually, even though it was, I think, younger than the Didactic, but it looked worse. And then at my friends who had like one of the first PCs, we played, of course, like everybody else in that generation, Prince of Persia and Simpsons and these classics.
I see. I see. From that point of your life, what was the transition time, the light bulb moment for you guys when you realized that, hey, I love playing video games, but I also would like to work in this industry to make video games? Again, of course, question goes to all of you, all three of you. We can keep, by the way, the same order if you want. So
Yeah. Actually, I have it like since I first started some video games. I always wanted to create some as well.
I see.
But I didn't have the technical skills or opportunities. So I remember that I draw it on paper, some just sketches how it could be, and you could jump like that, like a small kid. And later on, I was thinking, okay, maybe I could create one as well, because I think now we are living in very good times.
True.
It's very simple. You can get the software, you can get the knowledge, everything if you want to do a game, you have everything you want. You don't have to ask someone or knock on some door. You can just do it by yourself, which is perfect from my point of view. So about 10 years ago, I was thinking about making one game, so I wrote a script, but actually it didn't happen. I was still talking about it in pub, but I haven't done anything. And after 10 years, I just said, okay, because I'm gonna be 40 soon. So I said, okay, so where do you wanna do it? If not now. So I asked my friends like Martin and Ondra, because I know them for longer, if they would love to join me and try it together. And I'm very happy that they say yes. So now we have this crew and our first game.
Nice. What about you?
Yeah, I can remember that when I had the 8-bit computer, that Didactic M, there was a book and there was some examples of making games. It was some simple games, but I very enjoyed it to make it. I just writing what was in the book, but it was very fun, and in a general, I entered the creating game after Thomas told me that he wants to make music for me. So
I see.
It was that.
So was it like your first project too, right? We can say.
Yeah, it was first project.
Mine too, actually. Yeah.
I see.
We didn't have actually any experience before.
I see.
We just started from zero. So
I see. Before, by the way, we go over to Martin's answer, what was the causing effect that you mentioned, that you always had this dream, the two of you making games, even alone, even together, but you haven't made the first step for so many years? Like you mentioned, it was like 10 years that you were talking about it, but you haven't started it. What was the causing effect behind not starting it sooner?
Martin, no?
No, it's you two.
No, it's you two. Yeah, it's you two. Yeah, it's you two. Yeah, because you told me that. Yeah, you told me that it was like 10 years that like you always had this dream. You also started to get knowledge about like how to make video games, but you haven't made the first step to really start making games. So what was the causing effect behind this like stopping power in your life for so many years?
Because I said it probably before. I think it was the time. So because I was about 39 or 38. And I said okay, I've been always dreaming about it, but I haven't done anything, just talking and dreaming. And so I realized, okay, maybe I should finally do something and try it. Yeah. So
but why you haven't started earlier? The original question.
I'm lazy.
Oh, okay. It's an honest answer. I take it. Okay. It's an honest answer. I appreciate that. Okay, I can relate to that. Yeah. Okay. I see.
It's not simple. Sorry.
I see. No, it's okay. It's an honest answer, and I appreciate that. Like I said, it's.
It wasn't just laziness, but because I lived overseas, so I see. Different things to do.
I see.
So actually. and I had job, everything. I didn't have so much time, and it just like it happens sometimes.
True. It happens to every one of us. Yeah. Thank you. By the way. Thank you.
Welcome.
What about you, Martin? How did it happen for you?
At the same time as the other two, we we all have our day jobs, and like this was our first project. We kind of like thinking like, let's try it. If you don't try, you will not know, right?
True.
And of course, it's on paper, it's a dream job to have, but
True.
you need to pay your bills as well.
True.
So it's a hobby now. Hopefully, it's gonna turn into something better. But actually, yeah, I just remembered when I was listening to the guys' answers that when I had also the didactic like on Ondra, I had this lovely book that my mom bought me when I was at my grandma's over like summer holidays, and it was like, will you try it with the computer? And it was like basic information about how computers work, and it was specialized on the Sinclairs and didactics, and there was some basic scripting and like examples that you can type and create your own text game. Of course, it was text game or like create a dot or something. And at that time, if I managed to write it and it did something, I was amazed. It was like enough, I wouldn't dream of a game, but that even the computer was reacting.
True.
So yeah, I was trying this, and of course, the worst part was when you're the whole day being a little kid, taking you forever trying to transcribe the script, and then it's not working because you made some typo somewhere and you just can't find it. So yeah, so that was basically my beginnings when I was really like even less than 10 years old. And then later, when I was maybe 16, when there's the beginnings of internet, and there used to be this website called the GeoCities, and disappeared now. And they had like their own version of Flash before Flash became popular, and it was pretty easy, to make something there. And I made like simple games that you were supposed to like click the crows and kill them and stuff like this. So yeah, that was kind of like, I always enjoyed making this kind of stuff, but I'm not a coder. I need a little bit more like visual, human friendly the interface. But I love making games. I love creating when everything is working, the clockwork machine, and it does what you want it to do.
And I hope that in the future we can see more games from you guys, by the way. But we will move on to this topic a bit later. So speaking of this topic that you started making your own games together, were your family members, parents, and close friends supportive about this decision that you made this first step in order to chase your dreams? Because like you said, all three of you, like always, were interested in making video games. Or did you guys have a mentally supportive background in your life, or no?
Yeah, actually, I did. I told my parents I'm making game, and they say okay. Yeah, there wasn't any drama.
I see.
It was just normal. I just say okay. I'm that brother. We are trying to make some game with friends. They say okay. Like that's my experience actually. Like no one was really supported and no one was disappointed or
I see.
something.
I see. So it was somewhere in the middle, we can say.
Yeah, just totally normal.
I see. I see. What about you?
Actually, I was just
sorry.
proud of me, my parents, when it is out and people are buying it, and they like, of course they are proud. Like
Nice. So they started to understand, I guess, that what are you doing really?
They understood always.
Oh, I see.
They never told me like, don't do this, don't do this. I was a little bit like a free in this. They say, yeah, that's your life, your time. Do what you want.
I see.
Yeah, I can say it's same here. I think as a creator, they are supporting me, as Thomas said, this way. But when I was a player, it was worse because I played too much.
We all did that, right?
Yeah, but it's many years ago.
I see. What about you, Martin?
Yeah, I think it was similar reaction like everybody else. Actually, I got when the game was already out, and whenever I mentioned like, oh, by the way, like made a game, like everybody's like excited, like wow, you made a game. So I usually get like positive reaction.
Nice.
Maybe from my family, because my day job is I'm a scientist, I'm a biologist. So from my parents, when I told them, oh, I'm working on a game or I made a game now, they're like, but you're gonna keep doing the science, right? You're not gonna
One day you will say, "Fuck you guys! I'm getting over it. This day job. I'm making games now." I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
I'm somehow maybe over it. We'll see.
I see. They were afraid that they will lose you, right? So yeah.
Well, one is a bit more respected by than the other, I guess.
True. Both should be respected, in my opinion, in our society. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Both are important. Yeah. Do you guys, by the way, think it for you personally, it is important to have a mentally supportive background in your life in order to do what you would like to do, or you would done it anyway without any mentally supportive background in your life? How important it is for you to have this mentally supportive background in your life?
Yes, it's actually.
It always helps. It's always better with it.
Yeah, it's always better if you have it. Definitely. No, not if you are doing games. I think the support background is not that important, or but in other more important
financial support is more important when you're making games.
I think it's important to have a space for it, have a time, and this is pretty enough, maybe.
I see.
Not much distracted.
I see.
Not many distractions.
I see. You mentioned, by the way, having a day job and making games as a hobby. How do you balance your time? So what's the balance between all the things that you do?
No, it depends, but usually I work from 9 to 5, and after work or at night I work on the game.
I see.
And usually when it's sometimes on the weekend, if it's rainy and if it's like a nice weather outside, like we all go out. We like a camping, or how do you call it? So
hiking.
Hiking candy. So we go out usually. So it's a kind of balance. It probably.
I see. What about you?
Usually it's after work, but I think it used to be late at night.
I see.
I have a space and time for that.
I see.
I'm quite exhausted sometimes from it, but
it's understandable because it's basically two work, right? Or two jobs, you could say. Even if it's a hobby, it's a job, basically. So yeah.
In my daily job, I work behind a computer as a UX designer and graphic designer. So when you do it all the day, and then you have to stop and do it again. So
true.
Sometimes
True.
To work manually, it's maybe better because it's something different. Yeah. If you have to still stare into the computer for 20 hours per day. So.
It's not that healthy anymore. Yeah.
You have to go out to take a run or something in the nature and then come back and turn on. Back
see the sun, not just in games, but in IRL, right?
But I think it's a very good question because the balance is important.
True. Very true.
Work too much on anything, you can do it for a few months maybe, and
you will be burnt out. Yeah.
Burned out, exactly. Yeah. So,
and even if it's not burning out, it's like your health is at risk, right?
If you have and you hate it. Actually, I had some moment when we are creating Beyond the Wall. I just physically hate it. I just said, I was physically sick from it. I just said, never have to.
Especially when we were testing it. That was.
I hate the characters and everything. It will take maybe 2 weeks off, and then it's okay.
We should play it sometimes.
I see. What about you, Mark? No, go for that.
Yeah, just want to say that everybody's different because we met some other developers and they say, I work for it every day, every hour, every minute for 5 years non-stop.
Yeah, I didn't sleep. Do you sleep?
Sleep is for a week, right?
I did now because I don't sleep, and that's okay.
Well, I want to live.
20 people. Mhm.
There are kinds of these people.
Yeah, but like you said, it's true that it's different for all the people. Like, yeah, it's
Mm.
very different, and it's very different how they like handle the risk of being in a very unhealthy position. Because even if you have passion and you work like all day on your game and in your daily job as well, you will have some health issues, even if it's 1 year after you will start getting like some health issues, or just some months. It will be there.
Lack of sleep, I think. Lack of sleeping.
True, true,
I
true.
for me personally, I must go outside and go to be among the people sometimes, and this helps me to balance it.
I see.
Mm.
And for sure, sleeping enough
True,
of sleep.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, but
That sounds
because
fun.
actually we have some our daily job, so we are not we don't have actually any like let me go. Give me a sec. Martin, do you wanna say something before I will remember what I want to say? So, deadline, sorry, yeah, because
Deadline,
we don't have a
deadline.
deadline, or actually we don't have any investor.
I see.
Because we do everything by ourselves.
Like you
and
don't
this
have
is
to rush your own passion project. Yeah.
that's something what gives us the freedom.
True,
Yeah,
true,
freedom.
true.
Like no, yeah, oh,
It's
freedom.
only just the self discipline that's moving us forward.
True. I think in this case, by the way, the only deadline that developers can feel is that the players' pressure, right? If you are like announcing a trailer for your game and people are waiting for it,
Oh, of course,
and they are
yeah.
communicating with you and you are communicating with them throughout the social media platforms, and they are like very excited for your game, that can be the pressure that like pushes you
Yeah,
towards a
yeah.
deadline that you have to
Yeah,
release
and
the
okay,
game
that's
finally.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, we don't have any problem. So it's fine.
Nice. So what about you,
Yeah.
Martin, by the way?
For me, it wasn't that hard because just like the guys, I think it's super important. Like after the whole day, I'm also like my work is staring into a computer and typing on the keyboard. So it's good to get out in the fresh air, like do something physical, like at least some sport, whatever, or a beer sometimes, also lovely. And then come back to it. And I mean, before I used to play games in the evenings or watch some stupid shows on TV. So now I actually get to make games in the evening, and I found out it's equally satisfying and fun as actually playing a game.
I see.
So yeah, I just like switched, one form of relaxation for another kind.
True. From being
yesterday,
passive
Martin.
to active. Yeah.
Sorry.
Erika, Martin, I saw it yesterday.
Oh yeah. Of
Yesterday
course.
he told me.
Because there was some error in the program, and I lost like 10 hours of work.
Oh, okay.
So I was really like pissed. So
It's
except
not
for
good,
these
yeah.
moments, and even though I had backups, it was all like ruined. So I was like, yeah, those are the moments, of course, that are a bit stressful.
We
but
all
other
have
than
got
general,
those
like,
moments.
Enjoying
it's
something.
Yeah. Throughout the process, by the way, of making Beyond the Wall, what was your favorite part or parts of the process itself of making the game?
Actually, I like. I don't have the favorite one, but
Okay.
I like the very start of the process
I see.
when it's everything in your head. You just your imagination works, and you put it together. Then I do some sketches on paper, which is I like it as well. I love actually painting the backgrounds. That's probably my favorite
Nice.
job. I am not very strong with the characters, so that's something we are fighting with, because especially the little girl before we made it, it was
so many
maybe 20
versions. Some of them
so
were
many versions, and
disturbing.
lots of them was very ugly. So and
I had
and
to
then
step in.
and then I like the step when I do all the animations and stuff, and I give it to Martin, and Martin put it alive, so you can play the first version. This is nice as well, because now you can see the moving and working. And when Ondra put the sounds and music, that's nice well as well because it's like a next level of something. You say, oh, it's got the atmosphere now, and
True,
so this
true.
is nice fun.
True.
And I hate testing. So
Yeah, it's the worst. Absolutely the worst.
Yeah, when you have to play it again.
Like a Groundhog Day.
I think it's about thinking the process of it.
You're
Crazy.
stuck in the same time, right? The same time loop.
Yeah,
Not fun, like.
I like the moment when it's getting all together and you for first time you see it in wall. So it's a very magic moment
I see.
because it's living. It's
True.
something just was created.
True.
And also I like when, for example, when I find some, for example, some groove which is good for Thomas as well because he approve it. If is it okay or not? If is it across his imagination, and when I find the groove, then I can start on it to make it real. It's nice moments.
Yeah, it's
me.
coming to alive. Yeah, all the work you put
I think-
together.
The thing is fine, but first 10 days I can say. After a long time, it's very annoying.
I see. Okay. What
For
about you,
me,
Mike?
for me, the testing is not fun at all from the first minute because I'm constantly testing it as I'm putting it together. You know, like every like new logical, mechanism I create, I need to test it immediately. So I'm basically testing it constantly. You know, so I like. Like guys, I can't see it anymore. Somebody needs to test it instead of me because I'm gonna die. You know, if I'm gonna see it once again. But yeah, actually, sorry. And yeah, I actually enjoy the like, just as the guy said, like when it's with the music and sounds and it's all moving together. When you see it for the first time, like wow, yeah, like it's like the synergy of these things. It's really nice. But I also enjoy like when I get like the files and the pictures and music for like a fresh round, and I start putting it together. I kind of like it as well, like organizing it and putting the cogwheels, so to say, where they should be. And also, I enjoyed very much when we were creating Beyond the Wall. We one day went to Ondra's place. We has like a self-made recording studio, and we were recording some of the sounds, and it was a very cool day. I really enjoyed it. It was good fun. And, some of the sounds in the game are our voices. So
Nice. Okay. Nice.
And actually, the voice of the little girl, that's my niece, my little niece.
Okay, so it stayed in the friendship and in the family. Nice.
Yeah.
Family business.
She got paid for it.
True.
We didn't want to exploit the child,
True. You also started to say something, by the way.
Actually, we are not only testers. We have some friends also, which can test it as well. It's helping us very much because it's another point of view, another patterns of behaving in the game. So it's very helpful for us.
It adds to the process, I guess.
Yeah.
I just see testing the game. No, go for it.
I have to make my brother as well because he does testing for us as well.
I see.
Yeah, because he's focused on details, which is perfect for this.
Yeah.
And he helps us a lot, and always he helps me when there is something stupid like that. He always told me, "Oh, Tom, that's like a strange." and she's good because usually I make it and I say, "Oh, it's maybe a little bit." But I would put it there. It's gonna be fine. And my brother say it's perfect, but this moment it's shit. So I just say, okay. It's a good supervisor, not supervisor, like a back check or something.
Feedback.
Feedback.
Yeah, feedback. Yeah.
But I tell you that a lot as well, Tomáš.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah, all of you, like the other guys correct me, and if they are right, I say,
it's
okay.
here and there, like a ball that you guys throw to each other. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Like we listen each other.
True. Speaking, by the way, no, go for it. Sorry.
Also very funny is to create some to think about some Easter eggs or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Some special. It's a very fun.
I see. Yeah, because I guess it's also personal, right? So you put a personal touch to your game as well, again, with Easter eggs.
Definitely.
I see. I see. Speaking of feedback,
There's-
by the way, no, go for it. Go for it. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to say there's never enough Easter eggs.
Yeah, true. You could always like put more and more, right?
Yeah, exactly. Hidden
But the game
messages.
has to be there as well, Martin. As well.
Yeah, I guess. Along those Easter eggs.
Line of Easter eggs at the game as well.
Imagine a game only by Easter eggs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just Easter egg game.
It's not Easter egg.
Easter is coming. Anyway,
Who knows? Maybe the next game, right?
yeah, we'll see. We can't
Yeah.
tell.
True.
I don't really care about the Easter eggs. For me, it's like, okay, why? Okay, could be there, but they are obsessed by this, so
I
we
see.
have to have it.
It's very important, I think.
So you have a
It's
fight
crucial.
between these topic, right?
No. It's just like,
That's a little bit. It's okay.
I see. Yeah.
I resignate. Okay, put it there.
I see. Yeah, but I guess it's like I said, it's a personal thing to put Easter eggs in a game. So it's like it's always important for like not just for the creator, but like for the players as well to pursue, right, and to search for those Easter eggs and to find what's the meaning behind that Easter egg. So it's like also a puzzle, we could say, right, to find it and like solve
Yeah.
it. What
Yeah,
could be the
okay.
meaning behind it?
Actually, in the game, it's one Easter egg, yeah. So, like,
It's filled with Easter eggs.
I didn't want to say it, but
it's
Okay,
one-
now we know.
Okay, yeah, just one, yeah, okay.
Nice.
I get it differently. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I thought that you are saying that the whole game is one Easter egg. Okay. I didn't understand correctly. But when I think about, I have it. I always remember the games which I played many years ago. I remember some details, some specialities in the game, which you cannot predict, or when you find something you didn't predict. I don't know how to say it, but it's something special, some detail, either even in the music or even in some sound. When it sounds some kind of it's special or unordinary. Is it the right word? I can remember it well after many years.
True. Like your brain will remember it forever and it will stick with you.
Yeah, it makes something special from this piece.
True.
For me.
True. Yeah, I can relate to that, and I agree with you. That it's always nice to find these moments in games, and not just in games, in movies as well, or in books as well. Yeah.
It could be even strange or weird. But...
True. Or out of the game, right? Because there could be some Easter eggs which are very out of the game, and you will find it, and hey, that's there. So yeah. Okay. What was the influence, by the way, behind the story of the game? I was interested in that too. So what influenced the whole plot, the whole theme, and the story of your game? Because it's a very unique and interesting story, in my opinion. What was the influence behind that story?
Thank you.
Thank you.
But more than the story, it's actually very simple, and the influence was probably some like moments from childhood, some more. It's a more like a atmosphere or
I
feeling
respect that, by the way,
you
because
remember from your early childhood.
I respect that because I think that, and I always say this to my friends and to everyone who I speak with, is that childhood something that should be very important to everyone to really keep to our inner child, because it lets us being creative and also not be a dickhead adult, but also like to keep that very positive and very influential and a nice person that you were in as a kid. Of course, if you had a very good childhood, but yeah, there's some.
Yeah, sure, yeah. So there are actually from some like places from my hometown.
Nice.
Hometown.
Nice.
It's a modified of course it's modified, but there are like pieces of
The Fox Den.
feelings. I have it, and it's put together, and yeah, so that's probably the time. And the story was just I had to I had to just get the reason why the girl should go into the garden. So it just makes sense. Yeah. So just that I have to connect it somehow. So.
But I believe, by the way, that you mentioned that it's a simple story. I believe that sometimes the simplest stories are the best ones because they are not like overthinking it, but also like they have a very deep meaning if you go behind the curtain to understand the story itself, right? Yeah.
And I think in this game the story is not that important actually. It's more about the atmosphere,
I see.
you know, and feelings. So of course it has to have some like a logic. Why do you do it?
True.
It's not in this game, especially story. It's not the main thing, I think.
I see.
Would you say, Tomáš, it was more lyrical than epical?
No. Yes.
I see. By the way,
Thank you, Martin.
We have
nice. Better than me.
we have spoken about like the players' feedback and your friends' feedback as well, and when you're giving each other feedback, how important it is for you to have feedback, and how do you balance the vision that you three of you have for the game and having players' feedback? How do you balance those two?
Yes. I read it. I'm happy if the feedback is good. If there is some critics, I take it as well. If it's like a constructive, and it's like it's like a yeah. If someone criticizes the mechanism of the game, like the working mechanism of the game. I say, okay, that's perfect because players, for example, say, okay, this is annoying because we always have to click there and then it goes. So I say, okay, they want this. It's better, more comfy for them to play. Yeah. But it's about the story and the feelings. So I think I will do it as I feel it because I can't actually do it better or worse. I can do it just in the way I did it. And yes, and then I'm going to change the script or just because people say it should be like that, you know? So,
I see.
Yes.
Fortunately, almost nobody like had a problem with like the story or anything. There was, I think, one critique. Somebody accused us of animal torture.
Yes.
Because I don't know if you played the game yet, but at the end, because of the cat. So.
But there are so many games in which like there are moments like that. Like it's in real life, it's happening too, right? So it's like
imagine that cat was fine in the end.
When you kill some human in the game, nobody cares.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's
but the cat was fine.
Yeah. It's like stupid.
Didn't torture her.
Yeah. It's how people. It's how people work nowadays, right? It's like the non-real opinions, we could say. Yeah.
With the reviews, it's funny because sometimes you cannot always please everyone.
True, and you don't even have to, in my opinion. Like it's not that you have to be for everyone, right? So it's again that you mentioned that vision, that feeling, and the theme and the story. You have to stick to it because it's you in the game, basically. So
indeed, but what was really funny was that this was really like the prime example of it. That basically, I think if we would plot it on some graph, it would be 50-50. Half of the people told us the puzzles are too easy, and half of the people told us the puzzles are too hard. And like, what are you supposed to take from that?
What should you guys do? Yeah, what should you guys do? Yeah.
So we took from there like, okay, we'll just continue the way we did.
It's good. It's in the middle, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's maybe good news actually. That's good. It's like
yeah.
I see. Speaking of puzzles, by the way, what was the goal with the difficulty settings originally when you started making the game?
The goal of you mean like the hardness of the puzzles?
Yeah. Like what was the aim or the goal? How hard or how easy you wanted guys to have your puzzles? Speaking of this topic of having puzzles.
I was limited by my own brain. This this is the maximum I can create. Yes,
But they can be hard, right?
Also, people say they're hard.
It's how low and how high. Yeah. So it's we try to get some go into some middle way, don't be that easy, but don't be like some over that you, because it's both will like bored you after a while.
True.
If it's too hard or if it's too
They
easy.
will have to replay your game like you used to do at testing, right? In order to solve a puzzle.
We had with Tomáš several, like sometimes even longer discussions about some of the puzzles. I remember that, and we were like tweaking or discussing or arguing about the difficulty,
So I will come with some idea, and usually guys play it on this, or they have a look on it and they say, okay, I don't understand this. This is too easy. Make it harder. Or so this is actually when we work together, and they give me some feedback, which is good. So we will get in somewhere into the middle in the level of like difficulty.
I see.
But still, with these puzzles, it's funny that people's minds work differently.
True, very different.
This is not about like hardness of the puzzle.
True, I agree.
It's just some options or combinations that don't come to your mind.
True.
Some people do, some people don't, and it may be also like the region you come from.
Exactly.
For it's something it's like straightforward, and for some people it may
like
be
different cohesive knowledge based on that country. Yeah.
I think there are some examples. I can't remember what was it now. I don't know if it was putting the firecrackers in the furnace, or there's something that I was thinking like, how could someone think this is like? How could someone not think of this combination? And then I felt like, maybe it's really like that. It's just like we consider it like normal, and some people from I don't know North America would think this. Oh, I wouldn't think of this combination.
True. I agree on that. Yeah. That's why I think that developers should not sacrifice their own vision when it comes to puzzles or any creative ideas with the help of like players' feedback, because mostly, like you said, it can be just that there are so many different players with different knowledges, right? And it's like for someone something will be very hard, for someone it will be the most easiest games in their life, right? And they will rush it in just some hours. So you never know.
Exactly.
You never know.
And I think it's for everyone, yeah. So
True. And I always say this, which is very true, and a lot of developers said this too, that if you make a game for everyone, it will be at the end appealing to no one, right? Because you try to be appealing to everyone, but it's like it's not that great.
Super average. Like
True. Exactly.
Boring.
Exactly. It can sometimes, like, there are some games which manifested this, but there are very few of those games. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, I believe that all of us creators who make our own craft, we always intend to put our inner self, our inner personality or memories into the craft we make, even if it's about experiencing loss, love, positive or negative things in our past. Like you mentioned that you put your childhood memories into the game itself. So is this statement of mine true for each one of you, that you put something personal into this game? And if your answer is yes, what examples could you also name, could you bring us to the table by these personal touches to the game? Like you mentioned earlier, like having your childhood, which I appreciated a lot. And what other examples are there? And of course, the question goes if it's true for your other friends as well, that they put some personal touches into the game.
I'm sure about it. That
Okay.
I'm putting myself in this music, and but I think I'm making it unconsciously.
Okay.
Maybe.
So like not thinking about it.
No, I don't know. I think it's
just something inside of you, and
something inside me, but I don't know.
But it.
I'm sure about it, but I maybe sometimes I don't know about it even. So
I see. By the way, are there any additional like examples to the story that you mentioned, to the childhood part?
That's for you know. For me,
Yeah, for Tom. Yeah.
sorry, can you say it again, please? Sorry
So,
for
are
that.
there any additional like examples, like you mentioned, the childhood memories and
Yeah,
places, or
yeah,
any
yeah.
additional like examples that you could name?
For example, the lake with the castle,
Okay.
the garden, because it was my neighbors. They have it on the garden.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Then one of my friend they bought a house, and we always go there. We make a fire, and it was like a 15 or 14. So all the like kids, we actually we came there. This is the it was a tree and some like a old wooden house. Yeah. So this is the one level with the drunken gardener.
Nice.
And so yeah, and then some details, you know, just stairs, some old railing, and yeah, it's just some details. Yeah.
I see.
And the scary elevator of us who
Oh,
grew up in the projects, you know, like we were all scared of going to elevator when we were little, you know, like so that the elevator level is like a little revisiting of childhood nightmares, you know. At least for me.
Nice. I see.
And I have to say, I actually, I mentioned I'm a biologist. I study insects, fireflies, and I asked Tomasz if he could put fireflies into the.
Oh,
into
nice.
the level
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Also, I think there is some guitar in the game, and it's very similar to my guitar.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Exactly Ondra's guitar. So I draw it. It looks like it's
Easter egg
guitar.
again, right? We could say also, yeah, personal touch on the
Easter egg if you go into Ondra's house.
if you know that it's his, right? Yeah. True.
You have to go and visit him, and then you will get it.
True.
Yeah.
Very true. Again, a more personal question from me would be: how have you changed as a person in other territories of your own life from being a game developer and making this game together? Were there any changes in other territories of your own life outside the video game industry by being a game developer? So how the video game developer life affected the other territories of your own life? That's the basic question now, or that's the question now.
No, I think it didn't actually have any effects on my life, like I would be change something,
I see.
except this interview.
I hope it's a positive change, though, for you guys.
Yeah. So more like a changes. They are like a new things.
I see.
So you will get something extra. It's usually very nice. It's like a good one. So it makes your life a little bit richer.
I see.
Full stop.
Yeah,
True.
I don't know if I think that personality haven't changed, but
I see.
many skills. I think it comes with the developing the game or something. It's something new which is very intensive, and you spend much time on that, so you can learn many things deeply. So I think this is one big benefit about it. But I think some change of personality. I think. I hope not.
I see.
And also, you
You stop stealing in shop.
no, and you can meet some new people through that. Also, some depth meetings and get some inspiration. It's a very nice thing.
Nice.
Not stealing anymore. You have the idea for music.
That's the inspiration, right? That's the personal touch.
Yeah, actually, it's not stealing. It's an inspiration. Yeah.
Okay, Martin.
I can't really think of anything. I mean, I like that. I was forced to more intensively learn again as I'm
I see.
learning with the developing client program.
I see.
And so yeah, so it's kind of like I like to train my. I'm training my brain again, which is something that I enjoy doing actually. And but other than that, I don't think it had any profound change. Maybe I have much less time to play video games myself now. So, but I guess that's a good thing. Maybe like spending the time a little bit more productively.
I see. I see. Speaking of skills, by the way, what kind of skills would you like to pick up in the future if you continue making games? So how would you like to evolve your knowledge, your current knowledge in the future?
Like me, definitely, I would talk about painting. Because I like art and painting, so
I see. I see.
I would be better in it. So I every day try to learn something and
I see.
do some little bit of drawing or painting. Just
see.
get better because I think I am very average in it still.
Don't say
that's
that. No, don't say that. Have a little faith in you. Come on.
No, you can see it when you see someone's work. You can be honest and say, okay, there is still something I have to do, to be much better.
I see.
Which is good because it still means that if you can still grow, it's still
True. I agree with that. Yeah.
You still have a little challenge.
It's like a challenge on a journey. Yeah.
So you can still have the patience for growing and adding new things and be better or something.
True.
Yeah, probably this is the main thing, and maybe be a little bit more technical.
I see.
Sometimes I'm fighting with it, so and Martin is very patient with me.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. What about you?
Yeah. I think definitely inspiring me to keep learning on new instruments, musical instruments. For example, I just bought the trumpet.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh,
But video.
really? Did you bring it?
Yeah, do you, Tomasz?
I have at home. I have it at home. But don't play at home, but outside the city. But yeah, I ever enjoying the learning new instruments and also composing music. I haven't much experience with that before, so it's something I would like to cultivate and
Nice.
being better in it.
Nice. I'm glad to hear that you guys are picking up these skills in the future. Nice.
Trying new attitudes in the creation, it's very inspiring for me.
I see. What about you, Martin?
And for me, to continue learning the more detailed work. We do it in Unity now. So yeah, to learn with it even more. I mean, my dream. Well, it's an unrealistic dream. I don't think I will ever learn to code in a sufficient way. But fortunately, at this day and age, you don't really need to perfectly code. You should understand the code. It always helps. But if you don't have to write it from scratch, So thank God for that. But I would still like to learn all these tools much better than continue learning, basically.
I see. Speaking of skills, by the way, again, I believe that all creators, when they create something, during the creation, they will start to realize what's their own creative style, right? So how about your own creative style, and when have you discovered it throughout the process of making this game? Or was it earlier before you started working on the game? Of course, question goes to all of you again.
Well, it's when I'm talking about the music, it was my hobby, so I was doing something which I liked, and
I see.
this was opportunity. But I liked to play music from my childhood, so
I see.
my part of life.
I see.
And then I was in some bands, and it was some funny bands, and it was my hobby. It's my hobby. So
I can tell, by the way, that you're passionate about the music part of your life, and it's very nice. That you...
I'm sorry, my English getting
No. It's okay. Don't be sorry. Never. I always tell this. Never be sorry. I'm not native English speaker as well, so don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. I respect that you're speaking English, and it's good because like it's not your native language. Neither am I. So I'm Hungarian, and we have to learn, right? We have to learn this as well. Not just music, story, skills, but English as well. So it's okay. It's okay. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. You don't have to be sorry.
And I have it the same probably. So I've been always drawing.
I see.
I just did the best I could, and
I see.
and the same as I said later. So working on it
I see.
because I like it. It's my hobby as well. So
True. And like I said, I'm glad that you haven't stopped doing it. Like it's important because I see a lot of people nowadays like stop making those hobbies and like leave their passion and talents, which is very sad because these people will start to feel empty at their like later ages, because they feel like that, hey, I stopped doing this or that, and how should I get back to it? I remember myself still like feeling empty about like missing playing the violin because I was playing the violin like 10 plus years and it's still in the other room and I'm not playing it anymore because like
violin.
yeah, the violin. And I had like I had like a very like bad argument with my teacher back then when I was like, I don't know, 12 or 13 or 14, and I just stopped, because she was like not letting me being creative and just play classical music, which I love still. Like I still love classical music, but she was like very boxing my like intuition and passion for the music. But I'm planning to pick it up, but it's hard, I can tell you. Like I always want to do that, but it's hard. I would say that, hey, let's start, and I would like to start, but I'm not starting it. So it's again, like you said, laziness combined with like combined with true, just do it. Yeah, it's easier.
To improvisation, to improvise. So it's
true.
And then we will ask you, why did you start to play the violin again?
Yeah, true. Later, when you release your next game, you will making the interview with me, right?
Exactly.
Very true. What about you, Martin, by the way? What about you?
I don't know. Like the most creative part is like what the guys do, but I mean, yeah, I can think of like the creative ways how to make the game working, like all these like.
Yeah, it's also creative in my opinion. Like a lot of people, it's a common topic in my shows that a lot of people are underestimating programmers and coders because they think that it's like a boring job and you just have to code. It's creative in my opinion. Like
it's not boring at all, actually.
True,
I just realized recently that it's. I enjoy playing Sudoku, for example, or it's like solving logical puzzles, and it's fun, and when you solve it and it's working, you feel the rewarding feelings,
True.
And I try to challenge myself to do things in a elegant way, so not like to have it like nice and smooth and slick and as little steps and as efficient as possible. And then, of course, when I lose the work through some glitch or error in the program, then it's not very nice. But true. The second time, when you already know how to do it, it's much faster than when you're discovering it.
I see. Going back to the topic of the game itself, are you guys planning to release your game to other platforms as well, like PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, or Xbox? Because to my better understanding, it's available just for PC, right? So it's just PC and
PC.
It's not just PC.
iOS and Android for now.
I see.
Yeah, actually, we are planning to go to the Twitch.
Switch.
But we haven't done it yet. I don't know. I don't know what we haven't done it yet, but we were talking about that we will do it.
I see.
We can do it again. And any PlayStation? I'm not sure about the PlayStation, but maybe why not?
I see.
Martin, what do you think?
We'll see. We'll see. We were It's now on like all the PC or stationary computer platforms, all three of them, and the two on the mobiles. We were thinking the Switch, and then somehow we got distracted. Other things, I guess, and but it shouldn't be so hard. We may try to push for the Switch. I think we kind of stopped following it. I think there was some new release of it, like a new version of Switch or like new model. So we will have to
it's
look
this
into
year
it.
if I'm correct. Yeah, it's 2025. Yeah, the Switch 2.
Yeah. So we need to look into it if it's gonna be any different. See if it's gonna be possible.
I see. What about the physical editions? Because I'm a fan of like having a physical edition of a game. What about that? Are you guys planning to have any physical editions, or were there any physical editions available to buy in the past?
No, we were. They were not. We were not planning it, but maybe in future.
I see.
Maybe in a larger project, it would be nicer.
I see.
I don't think so, because actually it costs you a lot, to make it probably, and I don't think so.
I would be happy though. I can say that I would be very happy if there would be a physical edition. I'm more of a physical guy than a digital guy. I can tell you that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's like a worthy in this age. Yeah, of course. You said you like it.
It is. It's a very common topic, and like I'm always saying it's at not just in my dev life shows, but in other territories of my own life, is that media trying to push to the people that hey, books will be digital, games will be digital, but it's not true. Like if you see that like limited run games, it was the first company that's starting like to make disc games versions out of like very old games, indie games, not released AAA games to the disc, and now it's a whole industry that has a lot of like those companies like limited run games who are making connections with indie studios, even if they do not have a publisher, by the way. So even if you do not have a publisher, you can still like contact these how to say disc version making companies, and they will help you.
And it's what, on the DVD or on?
No, it's a Blu-ray. Like if it's a PlayStation, it's a Blu-ray. Like if it's a Switch, it's on a cartridge. Switch has these cartridges, and PlayStation has Blu-ray, and Xbox, I'm not sure which format, but if I'm correct, it's also probably Blu-ray. But I'm not sure. I don't want to say stupid thing about Xbox because I'm not sure what it is. But it's Blu-ray, I think. Yeah, on Xbox as well.
I see.
Yeah, so they're actually there. You should reconsider it, because like I'm always saying it, that media is trying to push false information about the disc versions of the game and the physical editions, and a lot of like players think, and some developers who are not very involved in the physical editions of the games think that hey, it's not worth it, but it's worth it, because like players like me and those players who are passionate about the project, they will for sure buy it, and it's a win-win situation for the players, or the developers, or for the company who is making it. So
I see.
so,
Okay.
So I can send you over, by the way, some links if you want to these companies, and you can.
Yeah, why not? It would be nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's of course a matter of finance, so you have to make a profit from it sometimes.
True. But like I said, there are now a lot of companies which do not go for like the numbers, so they are not go for like you have to, I don't know, sell exact number of copies in order to have a physical edition. There were plenty of like very small indie games which sold, I don't know, just 100 or like 500 copies, and they still had a physical edition out there because the company like started to be interested in their game, because it's a portfolio for them as well, that hey, I made a game or a disc version for this game as well, and you can buy it. So yeah, that's
okay. Thanks for let us know.
You're welcome. I will send it over after the interview.
Okay.
Yeah. A question that by the way, I'm almost forgot to ask is that since you are working in a team, do you believe in perfect synergy between team members, between each other, or is it something that develops out through the process, to the journey of working on a project, on a game together?
uh, uh, actually we are friends. We are
Yeah, I know that. I know. Yeah, you told me. So you were friends before the project. Yeah, I know that. I know that.
we are friends. Yeah. But yeah, of course, sometimes we have some arguments. That's probably normal.
True.
Not much, but sometimes we
And
do.
also, it can be helpful, in my opinion. So it has to be like sometimes problems that some people do not agree with each other. Because if everyone would agree, it would be boring, right? Like, okay, I have the same opinion. Let's go. Like a robot.
But we always get over it somehow.
I see. That's the friendship, in my opinion, right?
So yeah.
But of course, you need to learn how to like work together so it's optimized, so nobody's waiting on anyone's work.
True.
Learn the process, like how to communicate and
yeah. And don't take the things personally sometimes.
I see.
Sometimes you have to take it personally because it is personal.
This level sucks. Redo it, Tomasz.
But actually, we have clear communication. When we don't like something on the other one, we will just say it because we know we can stand it. Yeah, because we have good base, because we know each other for
True.
long times. So we can be very open, and we are not risking anything. I think we can.
You don't have
We
to
all
be
want it to be-
afraid. Yeah.
Yes, you don't have to be afraid of. Okay, I don't want to see you anymore in my life. Bye.
True. I'm blocking you. Bye.
We all want it to be a good game, right?
True.
So we are all
The project
striving
first.
to the same goal.
Yeah.
Mm.
I see. What about the future? When people can hear anything about any new game related to your friendship organization and
Friendship organization.
yeah, because it's a friendship rather than just a development team, right? So like you said, it's a
Yeah,
friendship, so
actually,
it's basically like I think
But
it's
it sounds really nice when you say it. It's nice.
yeah,
on the
because in my
website.
opinion, like it's unique that there are like families or friends making a game. It's getting more common these days, but it was very rare like 10 years ago that friends sat together and make a game. It was rather like people find each other throughout the journey of making games together, right? But you started it before like making games. It was a friendship.
But
Yeah.
it sounds nice. It's nice.
Thank you.
Actually, at the moment, we are working on new game.
Okay.
The game is gonna be much longer than the first one.
Okay.
That's something that we've been criticized for the length of the game.
I see.
So we say, okay, no problem. We are happy to make it much longer. So the previous ones got about 13 levels. That one's gonna have 60 to 70.
I see.
So it's gonna be much longer. We've been working on it for 1 year, because we changed from the Visionaire to the Unity, so we have to actually learn everything from the start, from the zero.
I
So
see.
it took us some time to we actually don't have much to show.
I see.
We don't wanna yet because it's a style now we establish all interface and the things about
Set up the system.
saving system and blah blah blah, these kind of things. And now we are starting putting the levels together.
I see.
And finally, maybe we can announce it maybe in a few months if it goes well.
I see.
So we will start to talk about it actually.
And we are still friendship organization.
You can use it now. I gave you the idea, right?
Despite the last year.
Are you on the organization?
This is the plan for the future. I'm not sure. It might take us maybe 1 to 2 years approximately. It depends
I see.
how fast we will.
Will it be related to your past game, by the way, or will it be like a totally different game, story-wise?
It's a very similar style,
I see.
but it's a totally different story. Yeah, it's not like a Beyond the Wall 2. No, it has nothing to do with Beyond the Wall.
I see.
It's still gonna
But
be a
it's gonna be
point and click.
adventure with some puzzles again, and
I
some
see.
like a hand-drawing graphic and some atmosphere in this.
I see.
That's one.
But this one is gonna be more epical than lyrical.
It will be a switch now.
That's gonna be a
yeah.
story.
I see. Can you guys, by the way, see yourself for the future to make games as a full-time job? Would you like to do that, or would you
Yes.
rather stay at the day job and make games?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, it's a nice
Me
job
too.
actually.
Nice.
I will see.
I would still like to do a bit of the research as well on the side, but as a from my heart as a hobby, not be financially dependent on it. So yeah, if this thing became my main thing, occupation would be great.
Yeah, I just thinking about one thing. When you have a hobby and then it turns to some job, it can lose something for you. You when you must do something for, I think, for example, for money, then
For living.
for living, I think it can lose some magic from it for
True.
you.
I agree. Yeah.
But it's not some rule or something. I think it wouldn't be like that. But
True.
I'm just thinking about it.
Yeah, like the deadline that you mentioned at the very middle of our interview, right? That you would have a deadline, you would have to force and push yourself to the boundaries in order to have everything in time. Yeah. I agree on that. Yeah. I see.
Yeah, maybe it's not a hobby versus a job, but something between
Yeah, it
that.
can happen in my opinion. Yeah, especially if like it's a full-time job and you are.
Yeah, we like it. We do it because we like it. It's our hobby, but it's hard work as well. Yeah,
True.
It's not just like yeah and stuff.
True. It's not just fun. Yeah,
It's
every
not
time you do it. Yeah.
It's a lot of hard work.
True.
actually.
True.
You have to have some like a self-discipline, and you have to know what you are doing it.
True. That's why I think it's very important to have a passion project, right? Rather just making a game to test your boundaries, because if it comes from passion, then it will always drive you forward in order to like
I think the
finish.
passion is like a good base.
True.
Discipline and it
True.
can be.
True. We talked here about a lot of topics. Before I will ask some more questions, are you guys down to like answer some questions from my chat as well, if there are any questions?
Yeah, sure.
And before we go into the chat questions, is there anything that we haven't touched as a topic or we haven't discussed about and you would like to talk about? If I haven't asked it, if you guys have anything to mention or talk about that might not have been brought up by me or you around our conversation.
I would just thank you for the invitation. I don't know if
Thank
some
you.
question.
And thank you.
Thank you. Let me know if there is any topic that you would like to discuss, and let's go into the.
So if there is any question, we can answer.
Let us know. Let us know, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know. 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 I will also, until we are waiting for questions, I will also share the Steam page of Beyond the Wall. Let me do that real quick because I shared it on my Discord or in my Discord, but let me do that in the chat as well. Let me do that. Okay, by the way, while we are waiting for questions, my question would be that you mentioned that when you started making this game and having this idea for your game, you realized that, hey, I have to do it now, right? Because I have to make this game. Do you think that you would regret not making this game and not asking your friends to help you as a team, as a friendship organization, as I said, to make the game happen? Would you regret it and not starting it?
No, actually, I'm happy it happened. Like,
Your friends is like, what will he say?
yeah, it's a work, as I said, but at the same time, it's a joy. It's some satisfying process, and when it's done, you are happy that you did it, that you have something, and actually, yeah, it's some.
True.
So I'm happy I did it, and guys, I did it as well. So yeah,
I'm also happy that you did it.
it's really as I said before in the life, it's nothing but like completely change your life or make it worth. It just brings some like a benefit and new things and make it richer. So
True.
I am very happy, actually. And
True.
actually, your dreams comes true a little bit as well. So
True.
that's nice.
True. Speaking
Absolutely.
of no, go for that. Sorry.
So yeah, I just want to say, like, I agree with Tomas. Like, I would feel very sorry if we didn't try this, because at first it looked like something that's so hard to reach, like making a game. Like, that seems like impossible. Like, unless you're
True.
like a skilled programmer
True.
or something like that. And here we are. We have a game out. It's like sometimes I just cannot believe it. Like, we actually did it. We sat to it and put some time into it, and now we have a game out, and it's fascinating, and it's kind of like a dream job. It's like a childhood dream come true, as Tomas said, like, in a way. So I'm very happy we were courageous enough to just give it a shot, and
True.
it worked.
Speaking
I
of,
think I'm sorry. One of the most important thing was the patience, because there was too many obstacles during this process. So
yeah,
it's one of the most important thing, I think, in this process.
True, very true. Why do you think, by the way, speaking of this topic, like going back to your childhood, having discipline, passion, and patience, why do you guys think like people give up on their dreams? A lot of people. Why do you think like a lot of people around us just that we see just give up and they just go to a 9-to-5 job? They say that okay, I'm okay with this. I have a dream, but I won't pursue it because it's risky. I might not make it till the end. Why people just give up? How do you see it?
I think because they thought that they should start playing game reality. Now, as an adult, you have many commitments and
True.
and things like that, and you lose the energy for making your dreams come true.
True. What helped you personally not lose it? Like in your case, what helped you not lose it? Like you mentioned. So what helped you? You mentioned like a lot of people like lose this ability to like be kids and follow their dreams, chase their dreams. What helped you not lose your dreams and be on the lookout for your dreams?
Yeah, I think you must believe in it.
Okay.
You must believe and don't lose it.
I see. I see. Okay. What about you guys?
Actually, I don't know why other people don't start. I haven't done any research, and I don't want to talk about others. Hard to say. I don't know. Maybe probably I think the first step is the harder. Yeah.
True.
Hardest. Just to start. I think when you start, you just find out that it wasn't that hard as you thought it was gonna be.
True. I believe in that. Yeah. What about you, Mark?
My personal experience, so I can't talk about the others, but
it's understandable. No, and I believe in it in that regard that it's true that like making the first step, like we said it before, and you told us as well that that people are afraid of making those first steps, right? So.
Like everyone say the first step is important, and you hear it all the time, all this.
Yeah, but we don't do it, right? We just take advices, but it's like exactly.
Very simple,
True. Human beings are interesting, we could say at the end of the day, right? We always easily give and take advices, but we don't make those advices happening in life, right?
It's more easy.
Yeah, exactly.
So when we finish, you will go and play the violin, yeah?
I will. I promise. I won't be able to play it though because my strings are like broken. But I will. I will redo those strings. I will buy new. I
You
will
don't
buy
need
new.
strings.
I will buy new this week. I promise, and I will show you my skills if I still remember playing it. I will. I will. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise.
You're gonna put it as an Easter egg.
But
in the
you
next
have
game.
to do the physical editions for me, at least in regards. Nice. I love that. What about you, Martin? What do you think about this topic?
Yeah, I agree with Tomáš. Like I was thinking that before. Like the hardest step is to start. Really, that's like it's like this mental step you need to make.
True.
It's really just in your head.
Yeah, it's
And
more
once you
mental than
start,
physical,
you
I
usually
guess.
start. Once you start it, the next thing that happens is that you start wondering why didn't I start sooner?
True.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Martin, that you mentioned it because I have the same. Because since we done it, I said, why didn't I start like 20 years ago?
But at least you started. It's never late, right? There's
Because you
always a
realize-
quote like never. It's never too late. Yeah.
Absolutely, better late than never. Yeah.
True. Very true.
And I mean, of course, like always, the easy way is usually the less rewarding way. Like the safe way. You don't risk anything, you don't gain anything.
True.
If you have the mental energy to make that step, it can have nice rewards. And I mean, if you're not risking anything, if you're just trying a new hobby, like why not?
True. Very true. Speaking of all the topics that we have spoken about, and with all the knowledge that you have in your bag, making your first commercial game, what would be your advice personally to those people who would like to make the first step, like we discussed it, or are already working on video games and would need a little help with advices? What would be your tip, help, advice at the end of the day for these people who would like to make video games?
Just started.
Yeah.
Like we said it before, right? Just do it. Friendship organization.
Yeah, and maybe do it as you want to be. Don't like write and research and what's popular and what people like. I think when you starting
That's
with
terrible.
this way, as we say, it's gonna be like an average and nothing.
True.
It's gonna create trash.
And just do it as you feel it, as you want to do it, and you will see. Maybe you will find some people who will like it because they think the same way. Or
True, and
like
I
the
believe
same.
in this. That every game or every
Not
creation.
for everyone, but it's not about to be for everyone.
True.
It's about the same group of people who will appreciate this. This type of game.
True. And like I said, I believe in that form of like every creation will find its audience, even if it's a niche audience of containing just a small number of people, but it will find its audience. It's only promotion, right? The evil of video game development, promotion.
If there will be nobody in the whole world, it will be very bad. Like,
Yeah.
it's a good side to stop.
True.
I would have two advices. One is keep your day job. You're not gonna become a billionaire overnight once you release it.
Don't go under the bridge with your computer, right? Stealing Wi-Fi.
You hear about the success stories, but that's one in a million, right?
True.
So just be patient. If you love doing this, keep doing it, and perhaps one day you're gonna build up something. And second thing is don't take the negative reviews too hard, too personally, because some people you just can't please, So.
True. Some people just dickheads at the end of the day, sadly.
Yeah. And do your thing. Just do your thing.
Yeah, it's about and the discipline is important. It's about like a daily step, like a everyday little bit, and then you say, "Oh,
Be consistent."
It's there. We are there. The finish line.
Yes. So like that. Don't think about the end because it's demotivating.
True.
Focus on the one thing you are doing, and every day a little bit, and one day, voila.
True.
Yeah, it's there.
Very true. Thank you, by the way. Thank you for
You're welcome.
for your time, and every honest answer and topic that we discussed. people in the chat will be able to like ask questions in the Discord as well. Like I mentioned it after our interview, whenever they have the time to chat with our developers here. And thank you so much for your time, like I said, and for your honesty and being here with us. I cannot wait for the next game of yours to hear about and see what's in store for us players. Like I said, I will need some more of your minutes of stream, but for those who were watching us live or will be watching back the VOD version on Twitch or either on YouTube and the edited version on YouTube as well, or some TikTok clips, thank you so much that you were here with us today. And don't forget to check on the game. If I'm being correct, there is a demo of a game too. It's still available, right? Or it's not up on the store.
The ball.
The
demo is only available for mobile phones, for Android and iPhone.
Okay. So you can try it out on your phone and check it out if you like it. And also it's available on Steam and hopefully in the future on some consoles as well, even in physical form. So yeah, thank you so much for everyone being here with us. Have a great day or night, depending where you live. And of course, promotion time, don't forget to check out Beyond the Wall and our friends' organization, like I said, on their social media channels as well. Thank you so much for being here with us, Rocking Toy Developers, and yeah, everyone who joined us for today's episode of my Dev Live show. Thank you. Have a great day or night. Bye-bye.
Thank you.